Pay up, or else. Actually, that's the way this one prefers it.
Thank you for your business. You too.
Okay, so we just bought 3 spells. So let's go somewhere to try it out. Okay. So that's a little dagger. Hello everybody, and welcome back to this Let's Play of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur with you, and you're watching episode 4. Okay, so let's just continue on our journey to Chorrol. And am I still on the right way? I think I am. Okay, so as you've probably noticed, in the Imperial City, when you enter, there is a notice that suggests that travellers should stay on the roads and don't veer off into the wilderness. Because in this game, like I mentioned, with Oscuro's Oblivion Overhaul installed, all the monsters and opponents that you'll face in this game have been drastically, significantly altered, and they're much more dangerous. But if you played the vanilla version of Oblivion, you probably know that the monsters, their strength levels up as you level. So that's one thing that some players didn't like very much, because when you level up to, let's say, 50, you'll find that even the most basic mobs have also leveled up as well. So what you'll find is that you'll find bandits and highwaymen with Daedric armor, and so it kind of makes you feel that you leveling up hasn't really made any difference, because every creature in this world just levels up with you. So, but in this overhaul, they've made it so that the levels of all the creatures, or at least most of them anyway, the ones that are not story specific, they've been made so that they don't level up so much. There is still a level range with a lot of these creatures, but they don't level up all the way along with you. And speaking of levels, okay, if you've been through here before, you'll notice that there is a highwayman, and I'm gonna quick save. I'm just going to show you what I mean by this game becoming much more difficult and much more hard to play.
Pay up, or else. Actually, that's the way this one prefers it. Jump on my sword while you can.
There you go. That's why I say that, okay, so let's go back to our quick save. That's why I say, in this overhaul, everything's much more difficult, so you're going to have to rely more on your speed and wits rather than brute force.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die. We can play it that way if you like.
Okay, so I'm actually going to use my bow. You see that his that highwayman, his health is very high. So, you know, like in the vanilla version of Oblivion, you can probably take him down in several hits, but with this one, it's much more difficult. And they don't give up. They will actually keep chasing you. So I'm just going to run down to where there's Imperial guards. Yeah, you see he's still got so much health. So he's clearly not going to go down that easily. So you're really going to need to rely on the Imperial Legion. At least until you level up to a significant level where you're able to take on these bandits on your own. So let's just run until we find an Imperial Legion patrol, which I believe are around here somewhere. And he's not following. Oh, he is. Okay, there we go. Alright, Imperial Legion, take him down. let him do the work for me. Because I clearly cannot take on that highwayman by myself. Okay. So that's what I mean. So thank you very much, Imperial Legion. I wish there was a way I can bow, but yeah.
Hello.
I can't make up my... Yes? I can't make up my mind about the prophet in Anvil. Is he truly a holy man?
Okay, we've heard that dialogue before already, so we won't play through it again.
Bye.
I've heard others say the same.
What's the news?
And if you look at my stamina bar, you'll find that it's going down. So that just represents that, you know, we're feeling quite tired, and it's time. You know, it's almost time for us to find a place to sleep. So we'll go back to town, and we'll continue our journey some other time. because now that we've found Fort Ash, we can just fast travel there next time. So we'll just go and sell our stuff.
Well met.
What kind of deal can I make for you today? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? You've made a good bit of gold. You got a great deal there. A pleasure to serve you. Goodbye. Please, come again.
Okay, so it's only 1:20 p.m. So I guess we can try to head to Fort Ash first, and we'll get to Chorrol. And you know, one of the things that I like about Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is the music. Now, of course, you know that the music has been composed by Jeremy Soule, who is one of the best music artists that I know of, in my opinion. And I find that his composition of the music for this game is very is exceptional. And I find that the music really invokes a lot of it's very soulful, and you know, this very special kind of feel to it.
How are you? What? Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar? What next? He seems to be different than your usual self-proclaimed holy man. Maybe what he says is true, and that the attack on the chapel of Dibella is just the beginning of an assault on the church itself. Take care.
Okay, so we just got 2 quest updates. So let's just go to Wayne and Priory.
Yes? Can I help you? He's upstairs. Go ahead. I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want? Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death? You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it. By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death? As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings. The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion. The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the danger of Oblivion by magical barriers. I'm not sure. Only the emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of. I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim's throne, if he yet lives. His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can. It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move. I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Okay, so he's just unlocked the chest for us.
Your first priority now should be to find Martin and bring him back here. One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard.
Okay, we won't bother with these because, yeah, we can always come back and ask him anyway, I think.
Waste no time. You must find Martin before the enemy does.
Okay. Ah, steel bow. I think we'll need this.
you.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
Yeah, and you know, with the NPCs, you know, sometimes they do chats incessantly among themselves, and they sort of say things that are very generic, and that's one of the things that, you know, probably wasn't very good. You know, they could have, you know, I think Bethesda game studios could have, you know, implemented some sort of more realistic and more complex dialogue system among the NPCs, so that they don't just walk around saying, you know, the same things to each other as they do in this game.
Go ahead.
Do you ever do any shopping at Northern Goods?
Well, of course. I mean, there's always something there I need.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town? Likewise. I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well. My mother owns Northern Goods and Trade in Chorrol. The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money, if you've got the stones for it.
You two, heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Okay, so this is Northern Goods and Trade.
Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Cyrodiil, the proprietor. How can I help you? Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Okay, so her disposition towards us is higher, 63, so we can probably raise this to 65 maybe. Yeah. Let's just try 65. Okay, so it looks like there's nothing that we can sell here that is of any worth to her, so
Bye.
yeah, that's why I say Thorinir's shop, Copious Coin Purse, is probably the best place for you to sell your stuff, because so we'll go back to
Who will help an old beggar?
May I help you?
Hi there.
Have you ever browsed the goods at Three Brothers Trade?
What kind of deal? May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
we can sell our iron arrows, because we don't need that anymore. We've got a better bow and arrows.
That's a fair deal.
Okay, so leather boots, leather cuirass. Okay.
Tell your friends about me. Goodbye, please. come again.
Okay, so now that we have more gold, let's try go back to the best defense.
What do you want? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Goodbye.
Let's do a bit more shopping. Go and look for
What's going on with you?
a weapons shop. Fighting chance.
Welcome to a fighting chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Oh wow, look at that. Elven short sword. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can haggle with her.
Can't go into battle with broken equipment. Goodbye.
Okay, so we're gonna try and we're gonna end the day. You know, we can't really go to Kvatch just yet because you know we're still level 1, and if we go there, we're guaranteed to be one-shotted by the Daedra.
Edgar Votrine, you don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap. Let's do business.
Okay, there's all these spells, so
Thank you for your business. You too.
Okay, so we just bought 3 spells. So let's go somewhere to try it out.
You have my ear, citizen. I'm Adamus Philida, prison administrator and commander of the Imperial Legion forces here in the Imperial City. Have we met? You look familiar. It is a wonderful city, and I'm proud to have served her for 40 years. But I'm ready to retire. Let the young folks take over the reins. What are you looking for? The Imperial Palace is at the center. The 6 districts are arranged around the palace like spokes of a wheel. Starting in the northeast, moving clockwise, you have the Market, Arena, Arboretum, Temple, Talos Plaza, and Elven Gardens districts. The waterfront is south of Temple District. The Arcane University is south of the Arboretum. The Imperial Prison is north of Market District. Move along.
Do you have business with me? I understand Ida Lenormand enjoys jumping off high things, like buildings. Take care.
Okay, so okay, so if you're running out of stamina with the Vim and Vigor installed, you can cast the Vim, and that's a ability that will restore fatigue for 12 seconds. So that's useful, you know, if you're running out of stamina. Okay. So that's a little dagger. Okay, that's protect. That's a nice spell to have, you know. I think any character would find this spell useful because it actually protects you for 10%. So and of course minor life detection. And when you cast this spell, you know, it'll show you if you're in a there you go, that's a little crab, mud crab. So when you cast that, you know, anything that's, you know, has life, it will have a shimmering effect, a shimmering glow. So that's a nice spell to have when you're traveling. And this is nice as well, you know, when nighttime, it'll give you a light source. So all in all, there's some very nice spells I've got right now. Okay. Okay, it's night time now, so let's go find a place to spend the night. And so I think we will go to the Merchant's Inn.
Well met. What? I do have a bed available for 20 gold a night. Would you like to rent it? Very good. It's up the stairs there. First door on your left. Sleep well.
Be seen.
Okay, so we can't take any of the food. And if you do, you'll be considered stealing. And the guys will come in and take you down. But the food here you can take, or some of them anyway. Okay, so we do have some food after all that we can have. Yeah, we'll sleep until dawn. Okay, I think that's the Shivering Isles quest. Okay, so now we have to eat a meal, eat our breakfast. Okay, so I think in the next episode we will try and go into a dungeon, into one of these forts. And usually when I'm level 1, I try to go to Fort Nickel, because that's the first, that's probably the closest fort that you can go to, at least the ones that I know of. I think that there are other ones around here, but yeah, we'll go to this one. Okay, so next chapter we will go into this Fort Nickel, and we'll try and get more loot and level up our character, because if we're going to progress any further, you know, in this game, we're going to have to level him up, and otherwise everything's just going to be really hard for him to take down. So, and we will. Okay. Alright, so thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll join me next time. And as always, if you could please like this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the section below. Please do subscribe to my channel, and also please share this video. So thanks for watching. This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and I will see you next time. Take care.